New tonight, Kokomo police want to know how a woman wound up dead and a man held hostage in a bathtub.
It started with calls of shots being fired. News 8's Sierra HIGNITE has the latest on the investigation. Sierra?
Yeah, that's right, you guys. So the call, like you said, Phil, came out last night around 6:30. That's when police discovered all of this when they went to the apartment on the 700 block of South Cortland Avenue for that shots fired call. Now that's where they found 25-year-old Lachey R. Young Bear dead in front of the apartment. The man they found inside the home told police that he'd been tortured and held hostage for 11 days. Connor, ALCALA, and Mark Pruitt live in the top floor of the apartment that sits behind a home on South Courtyard Avenue. ALCALA said he heard a loud noise and went outside to investigate.
Our downstairs neighbors started arguing, and then I heard some scuffling. And so at that point I thought, well, maybe it was a gunshot.
That's when he walked outside to find the body of Lachey Young Bear in the front yard. He said he checked the apartment downstairs.
I called out to see if there was anybody in there. Nobody answered.
When police arrived, they found a 24-year-old man in a bathtub with tape on his mouth and tape wrapped around his wrists and ankles. The man told police he was held against his will, beaten and burned with hot water by people that he and the other victim knew.
So there was no idea in our minds that there was somebody being tortured down there.
The two men say they didn't know the people who lived below them, but that they often would have parties with people constantly coming in and out.
There's been fights and stuff ever since they moved in, so it wasn't nothing abnormal, but they played their music every night. I mean, we just got used to it.
The men say they had no idea what was going on just under their feet.
I feel like we could have been more vigilant when we weren't.
That could have been one of my best friends down there.
It was.
And, you know, that's something that we just don't take lightly.
An older couple used to own the property, but neighbors say things started to get out of control after the husband passed away from cancer and the wife moved out of state, and another contracting business took over the property. The day that the man claims he was taken hostage was also a day that neighbor Shirley Haygood remembers vividly.
11 days ago, I was woken up in the middle of the night to 7 gunshots. And there were policemen out patrolling the area, and they stopped at that particular house.
Police have not released any suspect information or confirmed if any of the victims lived in the apartment. Anyone that knows anything is encouraged to call Kokomo police immediately. Reporting, I'm Sierra HIGNITE, Wish TV News 8.